Hello, welcome to Home Songs for Life. Happy to be here with you tonight with Kenny McColl. Sorry. I just want to apologise first for last week where everything just went wrong and we didn't have a show. And it, of course, because we're going weekly now, it's more noticeable. So this is actually our last get together in this current format. Next week we're going to have three people playing. I'm hoping just to liven things up a bit. But to finish off in this one-person format, I'm very happy to hand over to Kenny. Hi, Kenny, and I'll let you be and introduce your own stuff, and see you on the other side, and we'll have a little chat. Okay.
Indeed. All right.
Cheers.
Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. It's January, so I consider it allowed to say, right? Okay, so let's get into it. Going to be playing a couple of new tracks tonight because because I've been writing quite a lot, so I've been concentrating on new stuff and working on demos for albums and things like that. But anyway, this is called Smile Without Warning. I can't even remember the intro. This is called Smile Without Warning. Woke up in a dream, slept for reality. I'm keeping the face on for a tragedy, 'cause I'm still not good. Well, it turns out I'm not quite so cool. I'm more drunk and clumsy as a rule. She's out of my life, but always around. I'm scraping for meaning I've already found. I'm used to the silence, but I'm missing the sound of the railwaymen clanking their chains. We keep going, but it's never the same. And we dance on the marble by candlelight, dreaming together. The door, but I can't walk through. Loneliness feels better with you. What should I do? So I'm gonna stop talking, it's time. I'll take a step closer if that's alright. And are we just friends hanging out for the night? Or should I stay for the morning? Should I stay for the morning? I wanna stay for the morning. Hear you smile without warning, and we dance on the marble by candlelight, dreaming together, losing forever. Losing forever. Yeah, we dance on the marble by candlelight, dreaming together, losing forever. Just about got through that. Let's see. Oh, I'll click on here. There we go. Hi guys, hello. Right. I'm feeling quite improvisational. Is that the word? Tonight, I'm very. I've been working a lot of, as I said, kind of working in a lot of new material. So I'll be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to sort of concentrate on this gig tonight. So I'm kind of going with my feelings, which is kind of nice, you know. Just what I feel like playing just now. What I feel like playing. I'm lucky enough to have a bit of a choice. So there we go. From a brand new one to a really, really old one. It's called Temptation. Oh. My guitar a bit quiet, let me see. That's a bit better. Got a new bit of a new sound set up here, so kind of learning as I go. And this is a really quiet song, so right, here we go. It's called Temptation. Once it was easy, there's more in it. Everything I am's been hiding out in my safe place. She's far away, she looks to me. What can I give her? It's not for free. I'll think of something cool to say. I'll think of something cool to say. Well, I used to have money and I used to feel fine, but I'm awake this time. And I used to be lost, now I'm on my way. So they say, so they say. Same old feelings, brand new doubts. Well, I'll find a way to find a way. I'll find a way to find a way. 'Cause I used to have money and I used to feel fine, but I'm awake this time. But I used to be lost, now I'm on my way. So they say, so they say, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. She's my temptation, I know that now. Thank you for listening. So, that brings another new one, I think. I'm being very chilled out tonight. Right, guys, let's see what we got. Thank you very much, Julie. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you, Julie. Thank you everyone for. Thank you everyone. To be honest, anyone, as we know, Just knowing, just being able to know that there's folk out there listening to this makes it all worthwhile. That's another quiet one. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to try and stumble through it. It's brand new, but I have been working on it a lot the last kind of few days, so hopefully I can just about get through it. It's called Tell Me I'm Doing Okay. June's on my mind, need silence and time. I'm going nocturnal or autumnal, making things mine. And your hopes and dreams, let me be afraid. And I feel the fear, it's all too clear, it's what I made. She's watching my life from my shoulder. Together we're growing older. Won't you stay for a listen? It's what I've been missing. Tell me I'm doing okay. He reminds me of you every day. Pulling off paper down to the stone, finding your place in this old place home. She's guiding your hand, gentle and strong, quiet and focused, impulsively proving me wrong. She's watching my life from my shoulder. Together we're growing older. Won't you stay just to listen? You're what I've been missing. Tell me I'm doing okay. He reminds me of you every day. Every day. Talk to machines, don't answer my calls, driving me crazy, but I'm lazy in a different world. You understand more than me. Your intuition, your vision is making me see. She's watching my life from my shoulder. Together we're growing older. Won't you stay just to listen? You're what I've been missing. Tell me I'm doing okay. It reminds me of you every day. Yeah, you're watching my life from my shoulder. Together we're growing older. Won't you stay for a listen? You're what I've been missing. Tell me I'm doing okay. Remind me of you every day. every day. Every day. Got through that. Thanks for listening, folks. Yeah, that song's about something very, very personal to me. Maybe I'll talk about it later. Maybe I won't. But I'll be honest, I actually did have a little question mark in my head about whether or not I would make it through without sort of turning into a blubbering mess. So I seem to have made it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Julie. Yeah. Who's talking? Let me see. Who we've got? Donna, Gary, Julie. Yes, thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, who's that? Said yeah, Gary chilled set. Yes, I just happened to feel a bit like that tonight, Gary. Just quite kind of chilled tonight. Not feeling like wheeling out the big sort of strummy numbers. Maybe next time I'll do the strummy numbers. Maybe I'll write some more. In fact, I've got one song which is very funky and very cool, and I did consider doing it tonight, but it's not quite rehearsed. So yeah, so this is slightly more, this next track's my last track, song I wrote with a very good friend of mine, an excellent musician and songwriter from Italy, called Luca Iampieri. Luca and I worked together at UWS at uni, and yeah, this is still quite chilled, but slightly less. Anyway, this was on the album, which is you'll find at kennymccall.net. You'll find it also at kennymccall.bandcamp.com, where you'll also find a new song of mine that I wrote for a short film that was out in October 2019. It was for something called the 48-hour film project. So it was everything kind of done over 48 hours. It was a project just to see what you could come up with, and I did. I came up for this. I was part of a project. We came up with a nice little film called Terms and Conditions, and I did music for it. Now, the music that I wrote was only about 90 seconds because that's all we needed for a little short film like that. But I got quite a lot of good response from it, so I decided to complete writing it and record it properly and eventually put it out. And through various kind of technical issues and different things that have happened over the last kind of couple of years or so, I know you'd have thought I'd have had loads of time sitting about doing nothing, but actually did a few technical problems and sound problems and things. But yeah, so finally it's now out and it's up on my Bandcamp alongside the album, which came out in November 19. Yes, for my uni project. So yeah, thanks very much everyone for watching, for listening in. Please do check me out, kennymccall.net. You'll also find Kenny McColl Music on Facebook, and Kenny McColl on Twitter, and Kenny McColl on Instagram, and yeah, I'm on them all, so check me out. And SoundCloud, yes, what's it? SoundCloud.com/Kenny McColl. That's some of my kind of weirdly instrumental kind of stuff that's on there because it's SoundCloud and I just kind of experiment a little bit more, so you might be interested. Check that out. Yeah. Thanks everyone for listening. This is called Phantoms. Took me a second. It's been a while since I played this. Got it now. Been played by a phantom collection, disasters of my own creation. and I'm caught up behind safe doors, waiting for you to come. There's a tune that I sung behind bars, my first edition, my faithful scar, and it's a hurt that I cling to down deep in my bones. I guess that's part of my charm. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Next one's on me. Next one's on me. You decide there's nothing you can say. Silence the ache and find another way. Well, it's never the moment, but we all need some space. It's a good news kind of day. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The next one's on me. The next one's on me. The next one's on me. You bought me when it was easier to drop me. Next one's on me. Next one's on me. Next one's on me. Thank you very much.
Hey, Kenny, thanks. That was great. So I love that new song. Tell me I'm doing okay, right? That's.
I think that's going to be the title. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was a lovely one. Yeah, really. Yeah, you could tell there was something going on in the lyrics that was personal. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know what it's. I think we talked about this backstage earlier on.
Yeah.
You kind of don't always know what a song's going to be like live until you actually do it. So that song, although obviously I've played it lots and I've been working in a demo for it to arrange it and everything. Actually playing it live, somehow the lyrics hit you again, or it's like they're kind of going round in circles and they hit you instead of coming that way. It's a weird thing, but there we go. So yeah, when I was playing it earlier on, I kind of in a kind of rehearsal, I could feel it that ooh, this could be interesting, right? Okay. But yeah, it's very personal. It's basically about my big sister who I lost 17 years ago, 2004, whatever that was, and her son, who's my nephew, who's my son in everything but biology, who is So the verses are basically about Theo, and the chorus is about my sister's with Christine. So and it's one of the songs. I wrote that a couple of months back. It was the first time in a very, very long time that I actually had a song that just sort of arrived and just went boom, and that was it. It's more or less there's a few changes to it, but it's more or less the same song that I wrote in that first half hour, which is very, very unusual, as I'm sure you know. Most of the time I've got to have draft 5, 6, 12, 100 and whatever, but this is more or less the same track. So yeah.
I always take the first draft myself. I'm really unfussy But it's good to hear that you're writing some new stuff, though. That's it's great because you can. It's so easy to get stuck in a rut sometimes with the old stuff, and it does help.
I took myself away for a week in November, just up north for a bit, for exactly that reason. Because I find that I write every day. I mean, I write something every day, pretty much. But sometimes it's a line, and sometimes it's 2 pages, or sometimes it's a guitar riff. So, but I'll come up with something most days. I try and make a habit. If I haven't, I'll try and I've got the notepad sitting beside the bed or whatever. I'll sort of pick it up and write something, or I'll try and sort of see what's in the head. As much for mental health reasons, and kind of it helps keep you sane, But it also it gives you that bank of music or lyrics or ideas that you can fall back on. But also it gets the muscles working. It gives you that sort of you're just in that habit, because it's something I started doing after I went back to uni, because when I was like writing Temptation and some of the songs 15, 20 years ago or more, I would I'd go and sit in a bar, or go and be sitting on a train or whatever. I was just constantly writing stuff. Half of it was crap, but most of it was rubbish. But you would just write stuff all the time, and so your brain gets into that sort of you get into that gear. There's you're using it. So when you come to write, you're kind of finding rhymes and finding rhythms and finding things more easily. So, but the thing is that you write. For me, the way I find it is I'll write lots and lots of ideas, but actually sitting down and creating a song out of that is a bit harder, because I'm older, I have other things to do, other responsibilities, other things in my life. So trying to sort of get that space that I would have had when I was 20 is harder to get. So I took myself away for that kind of week in November, and just with like a big pile of all my notebooks, and come up with. I think I only came up with 2 songs that week, and then another couple of sets of lyrics, and then another song the following week, and so it's trying to be productive.
How do you get the when you're playing live? Because you mentioned you haven't played live for a while, and you were feeling a wee bit nervous about doing this one at the beginning. And also, I happen to notice, not to point it out, but because I do it myself as well with new songs, especially that a few lines went missing. You're scrabbling for them as you go, and it's a bit of I don't know what
you're talking about. That's exactly as I wrote it. I don't. How dare you? How very dare you?
No. But I just wonder though, because I play my songs a lot, and it still happens that even ones that I'm very familiar with, sometimes the, as I say, lines go missing, and it's hard to. I've had to learn. And how do you learn or deal with it when that's happening in the middle of a song? Do you just go into relax mode and say, right, just keep plowing on through, or?
Depends on the song is the easy answer. I mean, it depends on the song. Back when I used to play sort of the cafe circuit in Glasgow, I ran the open mic night, the laid back jam session it was called, at Chaiovna Tea Room in Glasgow for 2.5 years. And because I was because I was there playing it, there were guys who would come along. They knew me, and also friends of mine, and they would lyrics of mine. And God, the number of times I would play something, and it was my friends that would tell me what the next line was.
Well, you're in good company.
They know it better than me, or
You're in good company. You're in good company, because I heard once Paul McCartney say he was playing a song, and he was singing a lyric, and he saw someone singing a different lyric on the front row and realised they'd got it right and he'd got it wrong.
But I think
happens to the best of us.
There's I mean, listen, it's sometimes you just kind of it shouldn't happen, because if your head's in the right kind of space and you know the song well enough. It's different if it's a new song and you're not sure about it. But I find that if I'm missing things, either I don't know the song well enough, which means it's very new, or I haven't rehearsed it enough, or whatever, or it's because I'm distracted, something else is going on in my head, which shouldn't happen. You know, if you're on stage, shouldn't happen. Full stop. You know, but
Sorry.
right on cue.
That was my son whose birthday it is, and we tried to ring him early, but I've just cut him off there.
You see, viewers, how we can be distracted. Yes.
So I apologize.
No, it's. But I found something interesting recently, actually, on that subject, which is quite interesting, connected with the new writing. I've discovered kind of over the last couple of years, as I've been writing stuff, that when I write, very long story short, I realize that when I write initially, a lot of the time I'm not writing sort of lyrics straight off. What I'm actually writing are ideas in lyric form that I then go back to and sort of like, okay, I like that idea, but I don't like how I'm saying that, so I'll change it and blah, blah, tweak, blah, blah, blah. And when I get to a point, I find that when I get to it's one of the indications where I feel like I've got it right and found the lyric that's working when I can remember it. Because I can quite often go through a song and there are, you know, I'm remembering that line, and then there's a line that I just completely forget every time. And it's probably the line that I'm not totally sold on either. So it's interesting how the brain, it's one of the indications I've kind of noticed. If I'm having trouble remembering a line, it's probably because it's not great and I should look at it. If it's not, or it's brand new, you know. But yeah, it's interesting sort of how we kind of respond to things. So I don't know whether it's because of the rhythm of the line or whatever, but something seems to it seems to enter more easily if it's right, whatever that is. So
okay. Great. Well, we try not to sort of go on too long at this part, and because we don't want to lose everyone. We've had a few people here tonight, and that's been great. So thanks all of you for being here. Donna's just said a while ago she had to leave, but
I see that. Yeah.
Anyone else here? Thanks for being here, Steve, Julian. Hi, Gary. Yeah, and next week as I say, we're starting this. Three of the group are going to be playing at the same time, and we're going to have a little bit of chat along with that. So it's going to be slightly longer sessions, but everybody's going to do 2 songs rather than 4. And the greatest thing for me about this, regardless of who else is watching, is this sort of little community that's developed of songwriters, really. And we're all doing our best and writing our songs, and just to have any audience is really appreciated. So thanks for those of you who come along, and the songwriters who are often here and being supportive of each other. So we appreciate it. And Kenny, thanks to you for the songs tonight. They were lovely.
Thank you. Thanks for having me once again.
Appreciate it. It's nice to chat. And we'll speak again soon, no doubt.
Indeed. Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. And